Is now 6 days into the Atlantic hurricane season, nearly 7 years after Sandy delivered its tough lesson on the impact of climate change. Tonight, coinciding with an encore presentation of the national PBS series Sinking Cities, we launched the 4-part series we've been working on since last winter on how the state of New Jersey, its top scientists, engineers, urban planners, and its citizens are addressing the peril and promise of climate change, starting with the worst-case scenario if we do nothing. Climate change is real, it's here, it's caused by humans. That's the conclusion of no less than 3 major scientific reports in as many months that warn the world is failing to make sufficient progress to avoid the worst effects of climate change. They predict if humans keep pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, here's just a fraction of what could happen.
Here's 0 feet, right?
Yeah. Here's what seas 4 feet higher would swallow. 6 feet. 9 feet, the level Sandy reached, would submerge Port Newark, the airport, much of Jersey City, and set off a cascade that could wash out homes and businesses, impede power lines, and cut.
In the long-term change in temperature and weather patterns. Climate change is one of the biggest problems we have right now. You feel me? So like in the summertime, I don't know, like I know that was outside shit. It was like 90 degrees, hot, all that stuff. And I know we had heat strokes, stuff like that. So I ain't dealing with that.
To add to what he said now, it's April and we're dealing with cold days, hot days, rainy days.
Yeah.
It just said it was hailing the other day. Like, wow. That's how global warming affects New Jersey. Nearly all land areas have seen hot days and heat waves, higher temperature, the harsh work conditions, wildfires that happen more often, rising taxes, more expensive health insurance, and sea. All right, I'm here with Mr. Dorman. My name is Giovanni Burns. I'm actually from questions about climate change and speak about it. So one of our questions is, do you think climate change will ever stop?
You mean the increased
Yeah.
problems related like that? Mm-hmm. Do I think it will stop? Well, we would need to develop 100% renewable, sustainable energy for that to happen, right? And I don't see any other way. Otherwise, it will continue as it has since industrialization, right? Okay. Yeah.
All right. Number 2, how can the community help slow down climate change?
Well, let's see. Oftentimes with energy providers like PSE&G, they offer alternatives. People at home can actually choose to get like energy from a wind farm, for instance, in New Jersey, rather than from burning oil, for instance. So that would certainly help. Installing solar panels when you can. I mean, we would have done that ourselves, except we have a lot of, there's trees, so we get too much shade. We can't even grow things very well where we are. So it depends person to person, right? But using alternative energy, certainly, things like that. Maybe tending to their own, trying to grow their own food also, things like that. But yeah, electric vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and one question. Is humans the only cause of climate change?
Well, no, absolutely not. Anytime there's a volcanic eruption, for instance, that's hugely bad. Permafrost.
Okay. I'm Marion Curtis, and I'm here with
Anisha Hill.
And we're going to ask her a few questions about climate change. The first question is, how can the community help slow down climate change?
The community can help slow down climate change by cleaning up the community. If we did a community cleanup day, it'd be beneficial for us.
Okay. The next question is, what are the main threats to climate change?
The main threats to climate change would be, again, the pollution, the air pollution, releasing gases in the air and the oil spillage, and again, not having our community cleaned to the point where it's accessible to everybody is very detrimental.
And lastly, do you think climate change is a crisis?
Climate change is definitely a crisis.